Do you need to stay abreast of the latest hybrid and electric vehicle model introductions? Identify the suppliers of alternative propulsion components by vehicle model, technology, or manufacturer. Or gain insight into which solutions are favored by vehicle manufacturer across a number of vehicle sectors. Hybrid and electric vehicles are one of the most exciting areas of development in the automotive industry. But with new technologies and entrants being introduced on an almost daily basis, keeping on top of this mass of information can be overwhelming. IHS Automotive's Hybrid-EV Specification database is an intuitive and flexible resource that provides clients with the latest updates on hybrid and electric vehicle developments. The home screen is divided into 3 areas. The left-hand menus provide a list of those concepts captured in the database and on which one can build a query. The horizontal menu at the top of the screen provides the tools to manipulate the data and navigate between the home screen, data preview, and output, as well as providing a link to the user guide. The main area of the screen is populated with thumbnail images of the latest models, providing a shortcut directly to the data. Let's select the Toyota Prius 590. By clicking directly on the vehicle image, a predefined query is displayed. Thumbnails are useful if you want a quick snapshot of a particular vehicle. However, oftentimes users are not sure what vehicles they are looking for and are more interested in a specific technology or supplier. Let's return to the home page and build a query based on a specific technology. Before we get started, you'll notice that the left-hand menu contains icons that show the filters that were applied for our Yaris query. Let's remove these icons and build a query for alternative propulsion batteries. To isolate this battery, we will first need to click on the Edit button and apply a filter. For this example, we will select the lithium-ion and nickel-cadmium batteries and click the Apply button. An icon now appears next to the Edit button, indicating the filter has been applied. By clicking on Preview Data, we can see that 194 results have been returned. Let's further filter the data to display only results from a particular geographical region. By clicking on Preview Data, I now see that my results have been reduced to 76. At this point, I may decide that I want to simplify this data to show just the fields which are of interest to me. To do this, let's click on the Select Output Fields tab. This tab displays all the fields available within the database. The fields are grouped into categories: geography, vehicle, engine and transmission, battery, and suppliers. From here, I can select which fields I'd like displayed in the final query output. Returning to the Preview Data pane, I can now see that the results display just the fields relevant to my query. I have discovered, for example, that Continental is listed as a supplier to several Mercedes-Benz models. I can now export this data to Excel for further evaluation or to share with colleagues. But first, I want to do a little more research into Continental and find other vehicles to whom Continental supplies batteries. Let's return to the home page, remove all previously applied filters, and start a new query. By clicking on Edit next to Alternative Propulsion Battery in the Suppliers section, we can select a specific supplier, in this case Continental. From the Output tab, let's also select the Production Plant and Start of Production data fields, in addition to the fields that were previously selected. Now, when clicking on the Preview Data button and scrolling across the screen, I am able to see that my results now include the fields for plant and start of production and only show those vehicles where Continental is the battery supplier. I am able to clearly see from the results that Continental is the favored battery supplier for predominantly German vehicles. Having completed my research on battery suppliers, I now wish to view all electric vehicles contained within the database and see who supplies the alternative propulsion system motors. Returning to the home page, I quickly click on the icon to remove all previously applied filters. Then I select Alternative Propulsion System Design from the Engine and Transmission section and apply the electric filter. I then adjust my Select Output fields to include alternative propulsion motor supplier. I will also uncheck the box for battery supplier as it is no longer needed. At any point in the process, the query can be easily adjusted to add additional fields and further refine the search results. Here you can see that I've decided to expand my list of suppliers while narrowing my geography to Japan. Now when I select the Preview Data button and scroll across the results window, I can view all the associated supplier information for electric vehicles manufactured in Japan. Continually updated as new vehicles are launched, the database provides detailed analysis of developments in this fast-evolving market segment and is your go-to resource for identifying suppliers of motors, batteries, converters, inverters, and alternative propulsion solutions. With 34 data fields per model covering over 1,600 variants, the Hybrid-EV specification database from IHS Automotive is an essential resource for anyone wishing to follow the alternative propulsion sector. For more information, please visit www.ihs.com/HEV database.